Imagine a world where you can easily walk or bike to get to work, shops, schools, and all the things you need within just 15 minutes. No more crazy long commutes or spending hours stuck in traffic. Sounds pretty sweet, right? The 15-minute city concept is all about creating neighborhoods that are convenient and livable. It's about putting people's needs first and making sure everything we need is within reach. We're talking about more parks, shops, services, and community spaces right at our fingertips. This idea gained a lot of attention when the mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo, introduced it in 2020, and since then, multiple cities around the world have implemented this concept or something similar. In Paris, a whopping 66% of their public space is dedicated to public transport, but individual cars only serve about 17% of the population. Mayor Hidalgo has focused on improving this condition and making Paris a better living space for its residents. In February 2020, she announced that she aspired to turn Paris, a city of 2.2 million inhabitants, into a 15-minute city. The program spanned a wide range of public investments in transportation and sustainability. As a result, they've seen increased air quality, improved mental health for the citizens, and they've even managed to cut travel time in half. New York is well on its way to becoming a 15-minute city. Former Transport Commissioner Jeanette Sadiq-Khan says the next step for New York to reclaim the streets is to use them as open-air classrooms, whole centers, and outdoor dining venues. The urban planners viewed the city streets as critical assets that could be used for more than just moving and parking cars. In less than 7 years, they've made incredible progress. They've developed 400 miles of bike paths, launched 70 plazas all across the city, and transformed 180 acres of street space into amazing new areas. In Barcelona, Spain, 60% of their public space is dedicated to transportation systems, but only 1 out of every 4 trips is actually made by a car. Talk about a contradiction. According to Deputy Mayor Janet Sands, 90% of the population favors measures to improve public spaces for pedestrians and bicyclists. In Bogota, Colombia, the vision of Vital Neighborhoods aims to improve quality of life by improving streets and communities, including a series of children's priority zones centered around childcare centers. Buenos Aires, Argentina is working to bring green space, fresh food markets, health services, recycling points, and other amenities to every neighborhood, and improving walking and cycling infrastructure by creating one of the world's largest car-free zones. Melbourne, Australia conducted a local livability study that determined that 20 minutes is the maximum time people are willing to walk to get their daily needs sorted locally. Based on the results of this study, the city has launched a movement and place pilot program in 3 areas of the city. Milan, Italy is on a mission to make their city more sustainable and people-friendly by creating vibrant, welcoming spaces for people to hang out and enjoy. They've even lowered the speed limit, bringing it down from 50 km/h to 30 km/h on a whopping 60% of their road network. That's a significant change that's all about prioritizing safety and creating a more pedestrian-friendly environment. Portland, Oregon came up with an anti-displacement action program as part of its plan to implement 20-minute neighborhoods. They want to make sure that development in the city is fair and doesn't kick people out of their homes. So they work closely with the residents themselves to develop this plan. It's all about making sure that everyone benefits from the improvements and that nobody gets pushed out of their community. Jaipur, India is a historic walled city that's been around for 294 years. The ground floors of residential buildings are reserved for commercial use, like shops and businesses, while the upper floors are for residential purposes. Jaipur's example shows that the 15-minute city concept already has roots in India. And with more cities like Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi NCT, and Kolkata joining the movement, we can expect even greener, more accessible urban spaces across the country. Moving forward, we need to make walkable and bikeable areas the standard, not some rare exception. That's where the 15-minute city concept comes into play. It should be front and center in our urban discussions because it's all about designing cities with people, not cars, in mind. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.